Okay, the last type of circuit is a subtractor or difference amplifier. So subtractor, you want to measure the difference, want to get the difference between V1 and V2. V1 and V2. So this is the result. V out is equal to R2 R1 V1 minus V2. So let's prove this equation. Let's prove this equation. Okay, so to do that is similar to what we have done for the non-inverting summing amplifier. So you have two nodes here. So let's say this is our node 1 and this is node 2. Okay, node 1, KCL node 1. KCL node 1, define the current direction. This is the I1 and this is I2 and this current is 0. So KCL entering is I1, I1 entering, I2 is exiting. I2 is exiting, so this is equal to 0. Okay, I1 is V1 minus V plus over R1 and I2 is V plus over R2 equal to 0. So here we got this one is V1 R1 minus V plus. This is R1 plus R2 R1 R2 equal to 0. So you got this one is V plus is equal to R1 R2 R1 plus R2 V1 R1. Okay, this is from the node KCL of node 1. So next you do the KCL node 2. The current here, let's say this is our I3 and this is our I4 and the input current is 0. So both entering, so I3 plus I3 plus I4 equal to 0. So I3 is V2 minus V negative over R1 and I3 I4 is V out minus V negative over R2 equal to 0. So this is V2 R1 plus V out R2 minus V minus, so this is R1 plus R2 R1 R2 to 0. So at the end you get V minus equal to R1 R2 R1 plus R2. This is V2 R1 plus V out R2. So you have the equation for V plus and equation for V negative. Okay, apply V plus is equal to V negative. So V plus is R1 R2 V1. V plus is R1 R2 R1 plus R2 and then this is V1 over R1. Okay, correct, eh? Okay, for the V negative, okay, V negative, this is equal to R1 R2 V2 R1 and V out R2. Okay, so this is also almost the same, R1 R2 R1 plus R2, and then you have here V2 R1 plus V out R2. This can be cancelled out, and then at the end you will get V out R2, and this is okay, so this is V1 R1 minus V2 R2. So V out is equal to, okay, let me check how we're supposed to, okay, so there's no negative here. So this is R2 over R1, so V1 minus 2. So this has been proven.